What is going on with y'all? It's your boy Hocus. We're back again with another video, and as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be doing a networking video. I've done many other networking videos before, but this video is going to be a totally different format because I'm actually trying to get you guys to learn instead of just me talking. You guys hear it one year out the other, and then the next go on to a next video, and you kind of forgot about this. So before we get into the video, I'm not going to talk about anything else. This video is solely for you guys to learn exactly how to do this. First thing you're going to get a piece of paper. I got a journal right here. If you don't got a journal, go get a fucking piece of paper or some shit. Get you a pen, pencil, whatever. Get that shit right now. Put it right here. I'll literally wait 2 seconds. Okay, you could just pause the video. I'm gonna wait. But go get this shit right now. Go get a piece of paper. Go get a pen. Boom. Put that right here. Boom. Open it up to a blank page. Right on the top, how to network, Hocus, whatever it may be. Open it up. Boom. Throughout this video, I'm going to be giving you guys certain points onto when to take notes. This is literally going to be like a school. I'm going to be telling you guys when to take notes on this. I'm going to go over everything and tell you guys, okay, at this part, write that part down, write that part down, write that part down. So I'm just going to get straight into it. How to network 2025. This is what my students have been doing. I've been teaching all of them. A bunch of other producers I know, what I've been doing, what my friends have been doing, and what is working right now. Obviously, there's probably some other ways to do it as well. This is the way that's been proven for me and people who I know to work. Okay, boom, let's get into it. So the first thing is why networking is important. Networking is literally one of the most important ways to reach people, which especially for music, getting placements, working with bigger artists, climbing up that ladder like I talked about in a lot of my other videos to get to that artist or that person who you're trying to network with or get a song with. You got to climb up the ladder list. And the only way to climb up that list is by networking, right? These people aren't just going to come across you and find you unless you're posting content and stuff like that. The best way is just to outreach and network. That's it's just the best way. And especially, we're not outreaching to like Tay Keith and Metro Boomin. We're outreaching to producers with like 2,000-3,000 followers who aren't getting too many DMs a day, and you actually have a chance to like work with them, and they actually have a chance to hitting you back because they're not that crazy, but they do have so many opportunities. And it's literally a numbers game. If you're running an agency and you're cold emailing, it is just a matter of how many cold emails you send. If you're a content creator, it's a matter of how many videos you post before one of them takes off. It's just a matter of how many people you DM before one of those connects turns into a song, before one of those songs turns into a release song, then one of those release songs turns into a billboard placement, and then you just keep going, right? So it's literally a numbers game, bro. It's a volume game. You just got to keep pumping. Pause. You just got to keep pumping in numbers, bro, if you want to really make this shit work. All right, I want you guys to take notes on this part right here. So you're going to write down networking, why it's important. Number 1, building relationships. As I just said, it allows you to build proper relationships with A&Rs, managers, engineers, artists, producers, whoever you want to work with to get to that top point. Number 2 is it gives you opportunities. Networking with these people will bring you opportunities to reach that person at the top or to network to that person who you want to network with. And just knowing more people who are connected to a specific somebody or who are doing better than you and you build proper relationships with them will result in opportunities. Number 3 is opening doors. This is very similar to opportunities, but networking will just open a lot of doors for you. Even though it might not be a direct opportunity like, yo, send me loops for Lil Baby, it might just open a door to where networking with this person got you in contact with this person, and then that person gave you an actual opportunity. So it really just opens a lot of doors that you probably never would have gone otherwise. Then the 4th thing I want you to write down under the networking why it's important section is long-term growth. Networking isn't just about using people for their connections, getting one placement, and fucking off. This is like a long-term thing where it builds long-term relationships that can help you over time and actually building relationships with people, not just over IG DMs, texting them back and forth about loops. You can talk to people about a whole bunch of other things other than music. Link with them in person if you travel. If you're from the same city, go hit up some studios. Turn into an actual proper relationship. One thing I always try to remember is, like, it sounds kind of corny, but like your network literally is your net worth, bro. Number 2 is how you're actually going to go about building your network. I could talk about how important networking is all day long, but how are you actually going to build that network? Step 1 is to identify your key contacts. Who do you want to work with? Who is like the ideal person that you're trying to work with? You got producers, you got artists, you got engineers, you got managers, you got A&Rs, you got all these people. The best people that I would say to network with are producers. Producers are also networking with all those other people, but you can network with producers and collaborate with them. And engineers are only really working with artists, right? If you work with an engineer, you're just working with the artist directly. If you work with a producer, bro, you're working with the engineer who they're working with, the A&R who they're sending to, the artist that they're working with, the other producer who they're working with. Working with a producer, like branching out into 10 different ways rather than just working with an A&R or just working with an engineer. producers are doing everything that like you're gonna be doing. So it's literally like doubling the chance that you have of getting placements if this producer's actually obviously like sending your stuff out and like you guys are actually working. But still, definitely network with engineers, A&Rs, because those people are really close with the artist. And if you can build a solid relationship with like an artist, engineer, A&R, that's almost like a guaranteed placement sometimes. Like if you can build a solid connect and there's a studio with them every day, bro, that's literally like placement printing. So now once you know who you want to target, which ideally is producers who have pretty good placements, are connected, and actually have a good network themselves. All right, and then number 2 is engaging them on social media. This literally just means go follow them, go like one of their posts, even go comment on some of their posts, like some of their highlights. Just engage with their social media, see who they are, see what they like some of their shit, see what songs they've produced, actually listen to the songs, and then go outreach to them. The way I always say to outreach to people is obviously hit them with the yo, say yo, what's good, tell them what value you can provide, yo. Also introduce yourself. So if you have some big placements already, you can say, yo, I've worked with Lil Durk and ESTG, and then provide what value. So if you can send them FLPs, loops, and starters, which what I used to do, you can say, I got FLPs, loops, and starters. I can send you whenever you want. Let's lock in. That's what you got to say. Introduce yourself. Say that, yo, obviously. Introduce yourself if you have placements. Introduce yourself even if you don't. And then tell them what value you can provide. Because at the end of the day, that's why someone's going to hit you back with the value that you can provide them. Like, don't just be sending DMs asking them for placements. Actually, like, start off conversations by commenting on their stuff, DMing them properly, and actually outreaching to them like a normal human being and not a bot. You can also use genius.com for targeted networking. What I mean by this is I have so many other tutorials on it, but you just hop on genius.com, search up whichever artist you want to work with, go to one of their albums, and you can see everyone who produced on it. And if you scroll down to all the way to the bottom, you can see everyone who engineered on it, and anything else on it. So you can see everyone who's part of that album and their Instagrams to go or reach to them. That's like the fucking craziest sauce that I ever found out. I talk about it all the time, so it's not even like some like gate kept shit anymore, but it's fucking goated. But yeah, you literally just want to start with a compliment, introduce yourself, offer value, keep it like concise and sweet, and then also give them a follow-up if they don't respond. A follow-up can just be like you don't want to be too pushy in this follow-up or anything like that. You kind of just want to follow up and maybe say something along the lines of, I don't know if you saw my previous message, but I'm super down to work. Let's get it. Or you can just reply to their stories or something like that. And usually they'll heart your story if you compliment them on their story. And then when they go to their chat to heart that story, they'll also see your previous message. Then you'll have a higher chance of getting a response. And as I said before, to find all these people, you're going to use the genius.com strategy. What I want you guys to go ahead and write down for that section is for outreaching to them. So once you find them on genius.com, I don't want you to write down how to use genius.com. It's pretty simple. Number 1, introduce yourself. Number 2, give them a compliment. Number 3, offer value. And then also just keep it concise. Offer value with any songs you've produced. Actually, no. Offering value is whether you can send them loops, FLPs, starters, what you can actually provide them and send them. Introducing yourself is what value and kind of stuff you've done yourself and how you can help them. If you have a song with Lil Durk and they want a song with Lil Durk and you have a connect, that can also be a really good way to network with people. And then obviously just like a compliment them. Yo, I fuck with this song you produced. It's really hard. I got some loops like it as well. Make sure to like their post and actually engage with their account before you do this. And then also what I want you to write down is the next step after all those is to follow up. And the follow-up will just be replying to their story, complimenting them, not even talking about your previous message, just complimenting their story so then they see your old message. And I can't lie, as I said before, something I want you to write down right now is volume equals success. The more you outreach, the more success you're going to see. I remember back in the day, I was outreaching to like 100 people a day, bro. Instagram used to ban my shit. It was actually crazy. But that's something I definitely do want you to write down as well. And consistency is literally equal to success, especially for networking. You can't network for a week or outreach for a week and then call it a day. All the emails that you collect as well from networking that they send you, you're going to add to an email list and send to that email list weekly. Set a goal for yourself as well. Set a goal to reach out to 10, 15 producers a day when you're taking a shit, when you're at school, when you're at work. We go on our phones a lot, bro. The average screen time is like 3 hours, bro. It'll probably take a total of 5 minutes max to outreach to 10 people. It's like to outreach to 10 people and outreach to 50 people is probably a difference of like 5 minutes and 10 minutes. You also want to send out 3 to 5 loops per email and ideally be sending out like 4 or 5 times a week. So that's obviously a lot of loops, but if you can try to get like 3 to 5 loops out and send like 2 or 3 times a week, which I think is a little bit more sustainable, you could definitely do that as well. Just send your stuff out and build connections and like everything will work out and Seriously. The literal formula for placements: when you network, you have a good brand, and your beats and loops are good, you will get placements, bro. It's pretty straightforward. Also, track your progress. Have a spreadsheet of all the emails, all their names, any information about them. Keep it very organized. Have a column for their name, have a column for their emails, have a column for what type of beats and loops they do, and any connects that they have that you can tell from their Instagram. And if people don't respond to you, make sure to follow up. Write that down. The final thing I want to talk about that I want you to write down is number 6, and that's building your brand for networking. That's having a good social media presence. That's having a good IG page, having a good Instagram post up, having a good profile photo, having good highlights, having a good following, being followed by producers that you know that producer is following, because then it shows that you guys have mutuals, and then they're obviously more likely to hit you back if they know that some of their friends are already working with you. So when you network more, it'll make networking easier. You'll get more followers, you'll get more mutuals with people, and it'll just be overall easier because you'll get better at it. Show yourself on your page, show you in the studio, show your placements, show your work, show your beats. Make it look aesthetic as well. Don't make your page look like a bot. That's what people do not want to see. If your page looks like a good, normal human being where they can see your placements, they can see stuff about you, you will get so many more responses back. I don't even want to talk about that too much because I'm dropping a whole new video on branding just in and of itself and building a personal brand as a producer. If you want to learn how to actually grow a personal brand, go peep right here. I dropped a video on exactly how to grow a personal brand and post content. But yeah, this video is really straightforward. I wanted to make it as easy to learn as possible for you guys, not too complicated, no over-the-top edits, just straight up telling you what to write down, boom. So finally, the final steps are: number 1, identify your contacts. Find producers, artists, engineers, whoever it is. Essentially, build a list of key people who you want to network with. Build a list of artists who you're trying to work with, who are at the top, and then work your way up to their ladder. Write all this stuff that I'm saying down in like a nice chart. Number 2 is engage them on social media. Comment, like, whatever, just interact with their content. This will build a rapport and establish your presence on their page so they at least know who you are. Number 3 is sending them a message. Reach out with a personalized message, complimenting them, providing your value, and introducing yourself. Number 4 is the follow-up. Follow up if you get no response, reply to their story, engage with them even more so they see your previous message, even if the follow-up is nothing about your first message. Number 5 is use genius.com for step number 1, which is finding these people. This will help you directly connect with these producers who are working with the artists who you want to work with. And then number 6 is be consistent. Send 3 to 5 loops out per package at least 3 times or 2 times a week. And make sure they're good. Make sure your loops and beats are good. The reason I don't make any tutorials about like having good loops and beats is because that's honestly probably the easiest part about producing, is having good loops and beats. I'll talk to random producers with no placements and their beats and loops will be better than mine. But I try to teach you guys the actual like nitty gritty stuff that'll actually get you to success, not just having good beats, because just having that won't help you at all. But yeah, I genuinely hope this guide helped you as much as possible. I tried doing it in the most organized, clean, simple way. This video is only like 11 minutes. So yeah, I hope it genuinely helped you guys. Make sure to execute on everything I'm talking about. If you don't execute, it's in one ear out the other. It's fucking useless. You may as well have just fucking stared at a wall for this 11 minutes. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Go check out the description if you want to work with me and my agency. We help scale. If you want more sauce like this, you're on a budget, if you want more sauce like this, you want to learn how to turn your production into an actual career, make a living off of it, get placements, turn it into a business, grow a personal brand, learn how to do content, and learn just a whole business aspect of things, growing a sound kit company, how to sell tight beats, literally everything. Go down in the description, go to my Producer Portal Academy, producerportal.info. It's right there in the description. Go check it out, see some of our client results, our testimonials, just so you know this shit's actually the real deal. But yeah, I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of new videos like this. I'm actually staying consistent on YouTube now, so yeah, I'm going to see you on the next video.